And good evening. My name is Carl Hinder, and I'm the business coach with Salon Help. And every Wednesday night, I run Quick Coach TV from 8:30 p.m. British Summer Time right through to 9:30. So if you're joining me this evening, please put a thumbs up or something. We already had a glitch in the first minute, so if I fooled you, I'm sorry, but we are back now. Now, the purpose of Quick Coach TV is to get you some quick answers to some of the problems that you're having in your business. It's kind of like free advice, if you like. I don't want you stressed out with your business, so I'm providing this service to try and kind of help you guys along. Now, don't be afraid to ask questions as we go through this evening. And like I said, this is called Quick Coach TV, and it's all about being fast, quick, spontaneous answers. I'm here to help you as quickly as possible. I'm just doing some checks. If anyone can put, thumbs up or anything just to say that they are actually here and watching and you can actually hear me, that would be great. Then we're going to dive into this evening. I've got a number of great subjects to actually discuss with you. Let's have a look where we are. We're just about to go on to separate page. We are broadcasting across a couple of pages tonight, but the best one to be on is the Salon Help Facebook channel. You get to actually see everything that's going on here live tonight. And let's have a look. Where are we here? We are running all good and proper. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, I said excellent, excellent, excellent. I can't actually see anyone on that page. Johnny Cox, good evening. Thank you for joining me, Johnny. I'm glad everything is all right and you are there. Good evening, Victoria. Fantastic. Cheryl, fantastic. Good evening. Johnny Cox is back with the thumbs again. And Victoria Hood, Johnny Cox, and two other people have joined already. That's great. Look, we've got a few people up and we're going. I presume from the thumbs up, we're all good on sound. I'm just going to get rid of some information here. Let's get rid of this one. That's excellent. Now, good evening, Nikki Richardson, and Sophie Dale. Sophie, I have been meaning in the last few days to contact you, and I'm going to, but thank you for joining in. Me and you got so much to catch up and talk about, but hang on there tonight. You're probably laughing your socks off. You haven't probably seen me doing this in quite a while. Now then, guys, we are on Quick Coach TV. So this means you can phone in tonight, 07931 518 642. I got my phone right here. You call in with any business issues that you have in our industry. I'm going to help you tonight directly. I'm going to tell you the answers to your problems. Okay. Now, if it's a big problem, we might have to take it off air afterwards, but I'm here to help you. So if you're a bit shy, just put a message up. I'll answer them as we're going through the evening. Now then, first things first. Anybody got any questions? If you haven't, I'm going to roll on. Here we go. Cheryl Brown, good evening. Johnny Cox, more thumbs. Excellent. Becky Banham. Becky, thank you for putting all the pointers out that you have across the social media for the last few days. Really appreciate any of you, for that matter. You know, when someone's got a problem and you put me in one of the links on social media, on Facebook in particular, I really appreciate that. I'm more than happy to help anyone, as you guys know. Violet, I hope we made some progress the other day, just chatting about your little problems, but it'd be great to catch up with you as well. Now, you can phone you 07931 518 642, or you can leave a message. What I'd like you to do first, though, can you just make sure that you are actually following me and that you got the alert on, so that every week I tell you I'm here and you don't miss me. I'm going to be here every single Wednesday this year, guys, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. If there's not, I will notify you, but I will be here the rest of this year. And next year, we got much, much, much bigger plans. But I can't tell you about them then. I want to keep something for the end of the year. I want to keep things going and exciting. Hi, Rosanna. Thank you for joining me. Staff, I know, Rosanna, I can understand the word. What do you want to know about them? Tell me. You want to know how to get them, how to discipline them, how to manage them, how to do performance management. What do you want to do to these staff? There's a whole range. Isabel, Gloria, thank you for joining me again tonight. I tell you what, whilst I wait for a couple of questions, the first thing I want to kick off this evening is this. I want to talk about salons getting rid of cash. Okay. Now, today on another forum, I think it was today at least, on another forum, someone said they're getting rid of cards. Now, I replied to say, listen, you must be mad. You must be insane. We're in the period, in the era where cash is going, where it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, I know why some people want to have cash. And I know why people want to use card as well. The charges on cards can be a little bit higher. Well, what do you think? Should we be getting rid of cash? Should we be getting rid of cards? Should we be carry on taking both for as long as we can? Are there any pros? Are there any cons to doing this cash versus card thing? Victoria, own branded products are selling well, Carl Hinder. Thanks so much for your help. Victoria, you'll know I'll help you at all times. I hope you're getting on well with the course as well. You know, own brand products, guys, are a big solution to some of the problems. Okay, the reason I go on about own brand all the time is because you put up some barriers. The barriers are normally things like, oh, I can't sell this product. It's available on the internet. It's available cheaper on the internet. The market is flooded with it. It's available in TK Maxx. Look, get your own range. Not just your own range, mind. Still keep a well-branded product, but make sure you got your own range to supplement everything you're doing. For some of you in the beauty sector, that's not as easy as it sounds, but in the hairdressing, barbering sector, it is really easy and it's really quick. So, Victoria, I'm so pleased that you've embraced the idea of own brand. I'm so pleased to hear that it's selling well. And I know by the time you finish the course and the book, I know you've done the book, you're going to be selling more than you ever thought. Rosanna, I would like to get good stuff. Okay, now, Rosanna and everyone else on here wants to have good staff and you want to know how to use it. And I get asked this every week. And what I say is, look, I can't tell you everything about how to get good staff. I am going to do a webinar. I promise you. It's going to be about 2 hours long. It's going to tell you all the steps that you need to take to overcome staffing problems. And that's just to get them, all right? But what I want you to do is think about something, Rosanna. Think about some of the things that you should be doing to get good staff. You see, what happens is this. We put an advert up that just says more staff wanted, you know, hairdresser wanted, therapist wanted, barber wanted, okay? Now, first of all, when I am looking for a job, if I was looking for a job as a barber or a hairdresser, I will want to go to your website. So the way you get good staff is creating a brand that people want to work for. Now, Rosanna, I don't actually have a clue about your business at the moment. I don't really know what your website looks like or your social media or even your salon. But answer yourself this honestly. Does your salon appeal to other people? Okay. When you go onto the website, does it actually look like, I really want to go here? You know, have you won lots of awards? I want to work for an award-winning salon. You know, okay. Have you got the best training in the area? I want to go to the salon that's got the best possible training. So if you're a bottom end, if you're run of the mill, then you're going to get bottom end people and you're going to get run of the mill people. So the thing with staffing is this. All the procedures that you have, make them so attractive. Just think about, maybe this is not appropriate after the Thomas Cook thing this week, but just think about pictures of holidays. You know, when you see a picture of someone selling a week in Mauritius, they show you, don't they, those blue crystal waters, the light sandy beaches, you know, whatever it is, or Ibiza for nightclubs, all the things that appeal to you. They don't actually just put up a sign saying holiday available or holiday in Spain. They make it super attractive, and we are not doing that. So the first thing you do is you make it super attractive, and not just the image, you really make it attractive. So your training is the best in the area, okay? That your training standards are the best, your sound standards are the best, okay? What's available to them is the best. The pay levels are the best. Now, this isn't going to take away all your problems in the sense that you're going to say that a lot of these people don't exist, but I can tell you that I work with a lot of salons that don't have staffing problems. Honestly, they don't have staffing problems, but gosh, do they work really hard at getting the right staff, training them and keeping them. Okay, that's the next thing, is how do you keep these people? So I hope that answers your question. Just for a second, Rosanna, you can come back to me on it as we go through the evening. How to find good staff and then keep them. So keep them is making sure that, first of all, you performance manage them. From day one, you give them targets, you give them goals, you appraise them, and you are both working towards the same results. The result for you is you're working towards more and more sales, more and more income. They may be doing the same as well, because don't forget, the more you can pay these people, the less likely they are to start looking somewhere else, because they've got mortgages, they've got loans, they've got families, they've also got to pay for these things as well. Money is only a small part of it. So how do you keep them? You keep them by you both working on the same issues. And the number one way to keep staff is to not worry about losing them. Okay, Rosanna, don't worry about losing staff. If you're worrying about them, then you're keeping sometimes underperforming people, and that affects other people. Okay, where are we? Rosanna, come back to me on that as we go through the evening. Like I said, it's a 2-hour training session just for staffing. And if I came to your salon, it takes a whole day to do the sessions on recruitment and retention and motivation. Okay, so excuse me, we've only got like 5 minutes. If you want to speak to me offline, just send me a message. More than happy to do one of these calls with you in private if it's going to really help you. Becky, best thing I've ever done, getting a card machine. Okay, listen, I want to go on about this card machine. Good evening, David. Thank you for joining me. The reason I want to talk about the card machine is this. I know a lot of smaller salons, barbershops are going for cash only because of the charges, okay? What I'm telling you is that is a really bad idea, guys. You're going the wrong way. I know you're going to reduce your charges, but what is happening is this. If you're a really smart salon, you're going to sell a lot of retail. You're going to sell a lot of products. And if you're a doubly smart salon, you are going to be upselling. If someone comes in for a haircut, you're going to send them some nails. If somebody comes in for a cut and blow dry, you're going to sell them a color, or the other way around. If you come in for a haircut, you're going to sell them a shave in a barbershop. Now, if you go cash only, they're going to come in with a predetermined amount of money. If your haircuts are £15, maybe they'll bring 15 or £20 with them. What about if you want to sell them up? What if you want to sell a pair of GHD straighteners at Christmas time? There's no point. Well, there is a point, but it's more difficult for them to say, oh, I'll just go to the cash point, or I'll pay next time I come in. And next time I come in means I'm going to forget, and I'm going to bring the same amount of money and not take the money, and you're not going to get the money off me, okay? So card machine, if you're progressive, if you're growing, is the right way to go. It's also going to make your banking up even better, your finances more accurate. I know the reasons for cash, guys. I'm not discussing them on air, but you really should definitely have a card machine. Johnny Cox, I love having he loves a card machine, does Johnny. And as there's no excuses when people try and say they don't have enough money and reduces trips to the bank. Yes, we want to get as much money off them as possible. And you know, when it's a card, and this is not a con, guys, we've all got cards. We've got cards everywhere. Look, cards everywhere we go, right? This is not a con. When people are using a card, once they've made the decision that it's the right decision, it doesn't feel like money to them, okay? They won't worry about, they'll worry more by giving you £100 in big, shiny £10 or £20 than they will about handing over their card. Go and get a card machine if you haven't got one. Whatever you do, don't get rid of it, okay? You might want to start moving towards cashless. That's your choice, but either way, you've got to have a card machine. Okay, Rosanna, I have a beauty clinic. It makes no difference. Website is not great and it's basic. Okay, so that's my first thing. It doesn't really matter whether it's a beauty clinic or not. One of the things I would be looking for if I'm trying to get the right members of staff is they're going to research you. Once they've seen your advert, okay, you want a super sexy advert, then they're going to research you. They look at your website. They want to see the rooms on there. It's the same as a client. I want to see the place I'm going to. If I'm booking a hotel, I have a look at the rooms, okay? I want to see them first of all. Then I want to see, why would I want to work for these people? Are they progressive? Do they do a lot of training? Do they pay well? What kind of experience has the owner got? Just think about it. If you was going to look for the job of your life, what would you be looking for, Rosanna? And then put that into the way you recruit staff. Just going to get someone and hoping that they're going to be good after a little bit of training, or even a lot of training. I know we invest a lot of time in our students and our apprentices, but just doing that just means you're going to keep doing it, okay? And 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, 5 months later, you sack them or they leave and you start all over again. You need a full and completely different approach to retailing as well, but to recruitment. Isabel, taking cash to the bank, fuel, time, effort, plus deposit charges into the business. Deposit minimum. Percentage of minimal. Yes, 80% of payments in my salon on a card gives clients on the spot chance to upgrade the services, purchase and on retail. They don't bring enough cash, and cash wins hands down. Okay, sorry, cards win hands down. Okay, Isabel, I'm glad you said that. It just endorses everything I want to say. There's also the aspect of security as well. There's less opportunity for people to steal money from you, and there's less opportunity for cash to be lost. All right, there's the little bit of a benefit there. I don't think you should be thinking about that as your primary driver, but I do think you should be thinking about all the things that Isabel has just written down. You want to be a successful trader, you must have a card machine. Now, my name's Carl Hinder. I'm the business coach with Salon Help. Tonight, I am running Quick Coach TV as I do every single Wednesday night. And yes, I do speak fast on Quick Coach TV. I don't coach at this speed, but this is called Quick Coach TV. It's not called Slow Coach TV for a reason, that you've got 1 hour of my time. I want to give you every ounce of my business soul for 1 hour. You should know as well that I do free videos on a Monday. Go to my Facebook or YouTube channel. There's about 75 or 80 videos out there already. I'm producing 1 or 2 free videos a week for you. There's also the opportunity to phone in on a Wednesday to have a free discussion with me, okay? Wednesdays are absolutely manic. People are booking like crazy. I'm not here to coach you in that 15 minutes, in that half an hour. I'm here to just give you some direction. And I hope when I give you direction, you'll find the right path, start taking actions, and improve. Good evening. Nice one, Rosanna. I worry about training them and then they leave. Okay, Rosanna. Okay. Right, so don't worry about training them, then they leave. What you got to worry about is what happens is, right, we get a member of staff on board. Rosanna, answer me this. When they start, I'll tell you what, I'm going to speak to someone else now, Rosanna. What I want you to do in the next message is tell me how long your induction period is. When they start on a Monday or a Tuesday, okay, when do they finish their induction? Okay, is it 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days? How many days of induction are you doing? And then I'll get an idea for your business. Hi, Jack Robinson. How are you? I hope you're doing really great. Aaron Dawkins, you're back. I hope you liked your video, sir, and I hope it kind of helped you make some decisions. Chris Sutton, Wilshire, invaluable. Thank you very much. Chris, that's a really kind thing to say. Rosanna, car machines are great. I often sell packages that cost hundreds and my clients buy. They wouldn't if they... Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Who would bring £500 in with them anticipating that they're going to buy a course of treatments? It's just not realistic, guys. It's daft, all right? You're going backwards. If you're dropping your car machine, you are going backwards. Esme, thank you for joining me. Kerry Dunn Davis, great to have you on your... Listen, guys, don't be afraid to invite people across. You know, copy them in now. Get them over here. Get them to know me. I'm here every single Wednesday. We're building an audience. We're building a relationship. I'm here to help you, okay? There's nothing I won't try to do to help you guys be more successful in your business. Like I said, this is called Quick Coach TV, but I can't really coach you in 1 hour. But I hope to just kind of inspire you, give you some ideas, really give you some direction, some focus, give you some confidence. Maybe sometimes just prove that you're right and sometimes just demonstrate that you're wrong. Hi, Zoe. Thank you for joining me. We're looking great tonight. Don't forget the credit cards, those little treats they get on credit. That's it, isn't it? You can always, you know, when you've got a credit card, you're more inclined to treat yourself than you are if you've got to get the real cash out. Thank you, Zoe, for getting done across. Oh, and Becky for getting that across as well. I tell you what, whilst we're waiting for another prop up there, let me just quickly double back to where we are with Rosanna. Rosanna, how do you keep them? Let me tell you how to start keeping them. You start to keep them the day they start. And what I wanted to challenge you on was your induction period. Do you know most salons have an induction period of around half a day? We get them in, we say, here's the fire door, here's the staff room, here's the toilets, okay? This is where the colors are. Good luck. Or sometimes we'll just say, yo, here's the senior stylist, or here's the senior therapist, or the deputy manager, whatever. And we just kind of let them go off and allow a loose process and hope that they learn over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, okay? And then we're into 2 months and wondering why they're not making a lot of money. And we were into 3 months and wondering why they still don't know how to use the washing machine. What I want you to do when you want to keep staff, I want you to start with the induction period. And I want you to start by giving them at least a minimum of 1 week's induction, okay? 2 weeks, if possible. And I want you to go through everything. How do you turn this washing machine on? How do I actually make a cup of tea? How do you want your colors mixed? Do you want them measured? Do you want them weighed? Which weighing scales? Where do you want them put back? How are you going to squeeze the color out? Okay. Which nails do you want used? Which nail table? How do you want the tops put back on the job? I'm talking about absolutely everything. Retailing. How do you sell retail stock? They should be an absolute semi-expert, at least after a week of retailing, for when they hit the sales floor. No point them struggling on, because if they're not retailing properly, if you're not inducting them properly, they're not giving the customer service that your business is reflecting. No, most other businesses have proper induction periods. That means when they hit the floor, they have a competent level. We don't wait for them to be competent. We interview them. We think, well, they got 5 years experience or 3 weeks experience, whatever it is, that'll do. We'll learn as we go along, because I'm so desperate, I'm turning these customers away. And what we start off with is a rubbish relationship. Okay, they don't feel invested in, they don't feel loved, they're losing their confidence every time something goes wrong. You're losing belief in them because they're getting it wrong. So the number one thing I want you to do in terms of staff retention and success is to actually induct them 1 week or 2 weeks. I don't care if it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks, to be honest with you, but make sure it's a full induction. Write an induction program, and I'm talking about the smallest things to the biggest things. How do you want the phone answered? Do you want the door open? What are the words you want them to use when someone comes in? Okay, how do you want them to support another member of staff? How do you want them to clean their equipment? When do you want them to do it? Everything, guys. Okay, where are we? Roseanne, we're back. I have a one-day induction covering essentials. Then I'm constantly giving them information, but I'm honest, I'm not really got an induction period. I pretty much just throw them in. Rosanna, I can't say I'm happy, but I'm so proud of you for being honest, because you are 90% of people on this board. If they're honest, they'll say the same, okay? We do the basics on the first day, then we throw them in, and then we spend the next amount of period wondering why they can't do what they're doing, okay? Invest. First thing you got to do is invest in the induction period. The next thing to do, Rosanna, is to make sure that they have targets. They have targets and goals, whether they're financial. Maybe if they're an apprentice, they can't have a financial goal day one, but they can have goals from day one that you hold them accountable for. Let's say it's giving out introduce a friend cards. I would like you to give out 5 introduce a friend cards every single day of your life from now on. That's 25 a week. Following week, you measure it. How many have you given out? Okay. If you want to give them a financial target, you can after the induction. You can give them a financial target for retailing. I want you to make sure that you sell 1 product per day. Okay. How many products have you sold? You ask them the following week. I sold 3. Why? You're supposed to have sold 5. Listen, guys, it's about holding them accountable. And what we need to do with this team, this staff, is to hold them accountable and hard and firm in the early days. Okay, we can worry about motivation. We can worry about commissions and incentives and all that sort of stuff. A little bit later on, let's start off with a really good foundation. Which one? We got someone here. Who was this? Simon Rowe. Good evening, sir. Hope you are well. We must catch up pretty soon. Rosanna, where are we? So do you mean they don't do any clients until after the induction? Absolutely. I don't want them near me. Okay, if they've joined your business and they don't know how to mix the color to your standard, okay, they don't know how to sell products to your standard, they don't know how to wash hair to your standard, they don't know how to file nails to your standard, they don't know the hygiene for the massage area to your standard. I don't want them near me, Rosanna. So, no, get them to the standard, and then they've got a fighting chance. You can expect more of them, but realistically, you can build their confidence as well, and your relationship with them will be better, I promise you. Johnny Cox, everyone is on exactly the same page then for customer service. Well, I think it looks like. Rosanna, that's great. Thank you. You are welcome. Sean Saltergould, thank you for joining me this evening, sir. And Rosanna, you're brilliant. Hey, Rosanna, I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm only kidding. This is Quick Coach TV, guys. If anyone hasn't been here before, thank you for joining me. I'm here every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. British summertime until 9:30 p.m. It's called Quick Coach. I am talking fast for a reason. If I'm coaching you or we're doing a video call, I will be much more relaxed and I will listen to you. But this is 1 hour of actually trying to hammer as many problems as we can. Please put the questions up. You can phone in. Listen, guys, look. I have got my phone here. It's ready to go. You can phone in tonight, 07931 518 642. If you want to put a question up instead, you can. I'm going to answer as many questions as possible on anything in our industry. It's not going to coach you, but it's going to hopefully incentivize you, direct you, just give you some kind of idea of where you and your business need to be going. If I'm missing any questions, I do apologize. When we finish this show, I will go right back to the beginning, make sure that every one of you gets an answer. But I think so far we are getting everything covered, and I can't see any more. We are looking good. Right, any more questions? We have 1 second for a quick drink of tea. Okay, so we have covered so far that you must have a card machine in your business is pretty much unacceptable these days. And I would go as far as to say you could start planning towards a cash-free business in the future. That's entirely, the rate of is entirely up to you. Now then, until I get another question, I want to talk to you about Christmas. First of all, I want to talk to you about Christmas because I've got a Christmas seminar coming up in Cardiff on October the 14th. We are going to be talking about pricing. We are going to be talking about retailing, not the whole thing, not the whole book. You guys all know now that I've written a book a few months ago. It's available on Amazon. It tells you how to sell products in your salon. I'm not doing that book in the Christmas workshop. I am going to pull parts from it. We are going to be talking how to set Christmas up. How do you set Christmas up for retailing? How do you set Christmas up for pricing? How do you set your Christmas and January up for your marketing? Okay, I want Christmas to be our springboard into January. Okay, so these are some of the key things. We'll be talking about what hours your staff should be working, what are the opening hours, how do you do your consultations. If you want to join me in Cardiff on 14th of October, there's a link at the beginning of this, or send me a message. There's a few early bird tickets left. Now, what have we got? We have got, Becky, any ideas for something to offer clients for January in December? Becky, I got to be honest with you. I don't want to give away too many of my secrets from my seminar tonight. All right. But I will give you one because these guys are paying to come along. I want them to have the information first. I've actually got literally pages and pages and pages of ideas that will work in a beauty salon, a hair salon, or a barbershop, or a spa for that matter, and they'll get all of those things. What I would do literally for December, it's just one thing, okay? One thing I would do in December, I would give everyone a gift that's only valid in January. So maybe it's I don't know, I don't like discount, but maybe it's, I don't know, a 45-minute massage for the price of a 30-minute massage. But make it a big deal. Have it printed up, have it on a card, make it personalized. Maybe you get some Christmas cards and you put a £10 gift voucher in all of their Christmas cards that you give to them. They're signed with their name. It's got to be personal, guys. You know where I am with personal contact, shaking hands, looking them in the eye. Make sure you give them a Christmas card. Make sure it's got a voucher in it. It's only valid in January, or it's only valid in January and February on something specific that you want to promote. And don't be shy about giving them out. Don't give out 20 cards. Give out 200. Give out 2,000. Give out 5,000 if you got to. January is really how you set your year up. I have so many calls in about 10th, 12th of January saying, oh, Carl, I'm on quiet. What shall I do? And the answer I give, and I must sound quite rude, I guess, is, to be honest with you, it's a bit late because now you've contacted me. Now we're going to plan something. Now we're going to organize something and print something. So it's going to be the last week of January before we do anything. I normally say, listen, forget about it. You've messed it up. Focus on February. Plan and organize for February. I, at the Christmas workshop, will help you to leave that building with a mini plan for January. Okay, now January is a different thing. I'm going to be working with some of you because I've spoken to you already about getting together in January to set the year up. But I'm going to be talking to you in October, setting you up for November and December, using as a springboard for the new year. Okay, this is what the workshop is about. You should come, guys. It's limited numbers. You'll have a great time. Good evening, Simon. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I know, Simon, you are with me on the workshop in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be fabulous. Becky, I'm glad you like that idea. Hope you appreciate that. I don't want to give away too much because some of these guys, like Simon, are paying to come along, and I want to keep it exciting for them as well. Okay, guys, where are we? We're at Quick Coach TV every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. British summertime. My name's Carl Hinder. You can phone in tonight. I have a phone here. Okay, 07931 518 642. I can take your call, or you can keep the messages coming. As I've said before, this is called Quick Coach TV. I am absolutely going to give you the answers to your questions. If it's a big problem, I'm happy to talk to you off air afterwards. I do work on a Wednesday night on air until midnight. So if you're leaving this tonight and you're a bit stressed out, don't panic. I'll just grab another cup of tea and we'll do a private video call or a phone call. You haven't got to worry about anything. I'll be on you till midnight tonight. Cheryl Brown, I have a newly qualified stylist working for me. I'm trying to help her build her clientele. I'm wrong expecting her to take some responsibility for building up. I feel like I'm doing a lot and not getting much back from her. Oh, because it's a big one. This is, I am 80% booked myself. I'm most new clients could see her. There's anything I can do other than keep promoting and relying on organic growth. Should she be doing more to get clients in? She's employed. First of all, Cheryl, congratulations on having someone employed. It means I can give you advice because you are in complete control of your employees. This is great news for me and for you. So first of all, yes, you can. What I would do with this person is make sure that you meet with them every single week at the same time every single week for the rest of your life. Tuesday morning, 9:15 until 9:30, whatever it is, 8:15 till 8:30, whatever your rotas are like. Discuss with them at that meeting 4 things. Discuss with them their service sales, their retail sales, their blueprint, your customer service standards, if you want to call it that, and fourthly, their personal development. The key things you want to ask them is, what are you doing about it? Okay, that's the number one thing. What are you doing about increasing your sales to the levels that we're looking for? Now, when you want to get their sales right, what you mustn't do, there's a video, and go to my YouTube channel, there's a video that says 3 times sales is their target. I mean, that's just a general figure that most people use, and it does work out right. It actually goes into some detail. I think it's probably nearer 3.5 or 4 times. Now, they can't do that the first week they're there. I completely understand. But let's say that they target for the first week they're there, or the second week is £100. Then that's their target. The second week, you have that meeting with them, ask them, great, or tell them, great, you achieved your target. This week, your target is £150 or £200. When they're not achieving it or they're struggling with it, ask them, what are you going to do about it? And if they say something like, look, I'm not very good at doing color, then say, right, well, we need to give you more color training. Okay, I'd like you, so give it back to them so you're not doing it again, to phone our color supplier, maybe L'Oreal or Redken, whoever you're using, and organize a training session. Maybe it's in the salon, maybe you need a budget to send them out. So you're working together, but holding them accountable. The key thing, though, is to meet with them absolutely every single week of their life without fail, and for them to be given the responsibility to push themselves. What they do need to know, though, is ultimately this target, as long as they grow in, they go 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, that's fine, okay? But when they're at 400 for 4 months, they've got to realize, and you've got to be clear about this, you are not going to accept an underperformance where nothing is happening. Now, there's going to be strategic things in this business that only you can deal with. You can't expect them to take care of social media marketing for you. You can't expect them to go and print some leaflets out. So yes, you have a responsibility in growing the business, but what is it that they can do that you want them to do? How much retail is she selling? I presume it's a she, sorry. Yes, she's employed, great. What responsibility has she got for retailing? That's not your responsibility on a minute-by-minute basis. That's hers. How many rebookings has she got? Is she rebooking more than 80% of her clients? That's her responsibility. Challenge her. Find out why she's not doing it, and make sure that she knows that ultimately you will support her, but ultimately, if after that support and she's not performing, she has to move on. For you and for Rosanna, let me tell you something you need to do for recruitment. This is for all of you guys. If you've got a full member of staff now, a full team, you need to start recruiting now. All right? Don't wait for them to leave. Start recruiting now. Recruit every single week of your life. Keep interviewing, keep advertising, and keep looking for the best people. They need to know that they can be replaced if that's the worst case scenario. You need to have that security that you can get rid of someone who's badly or poorly underperforming, and don't get stuck with them because you think you can't replace them. Cheryl Brown, thank you too. Okay, so have we got any more questions? Okay, listen guys, we've got 25 minutes left. We are absolutely smashing this tonight. If you can tell some other people that we hear, make sure that you are actually following me. Make sure that you sign the ring the bell so that you know that you'll hear about me every week. Do we have any more questions? You can phone in, guys. My name's Carl Hinder, of course. I'm the business coach with Salon Help, and I run Quick Coach TV here every single Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. British summertime. Tonight, we have talked about the card machines. We've been talking about recruitment. We've had a good talk about Christmas and about the seminar, the workshop. It's actually a workshop, guys, in Cardiff, because you are going to be doing some work. And we've started talking about retailing. Now, I always talk about retailing on every single week, because I've got the book and the online course, and you guys should be delivering retail at much, much higher levels. Do you realize how many salons in our industry are actually breaking even or actually making a loss? What do you think? What kind of number? 10 salons in your street. How many do you think are break even or making a loss? Come on. You must give me some figures. Do you think it's 2 out of 10? 3 out of 10? Hi, Jeanette. Thank you for joining me. We didn't catch up afterwards. I hope we get to catch up soon. How many do you think, guys? How many out of 10 do you think don't make a profit or break even? And don't forget, if you are breaking even today, you're making a loss tomorrow, because break even means that your costs and your income and your expenditure are exactly the same, and you know that your expenditure is about to go up any moment. Minimum wage is going up, your electric bill is going up, your water rates are going up, okay? So if you are break even today, you're a loss tomorrow. What do you think, guys? Who we got? We got some numbers here. Oh, I lost someone here. What have we got? Cheryl Brown, 8 out of 10. Rosanna, 5 out of 10. Johnny Cox, 7 out of 10. Sean Slater. Well, to be honest with you, I think Johnny Cox knows, because I've told him about 100 times, I expect, but you're not far off, right? Based on 400 salons that I have had contact with, okay, so this could be wrong across the country, it's about 7 out of 10 are making a loss, all right, or break even. Now, this includes people who are subsidizing what they're doing. So we have salon owners, as an example, who work for nothing. If you're a salon owner and you're working for nothing, even if your accounts are actually 0, you're made a loss, because if someone has to buy that business off you, they've got to replace you with a stylist, so they're going to be 10 or 20,000 down like that. So 7 out of 10, and I'm good to see that, we actually got some realism about this. Even with Sean, I don't think 10 out of 10, Sean, I don't think every single person is. Based on the 400 and people I'm working with, is 7 out of 10 a break even or a loss, okay? 1 out of 10 is making loads of money, all right? Loads of legitimate, should I say that? Legitimate money, 1 out of 10, lots of it, like a really good living, which is probably the reason that most of us set out when we opened our salons to make that 1 out of 10. Then we've got 2 out of 10 who are making some decent living from time to time, but a bit inconsistent, depending on staffing levels, depending on competition. Okay, so you've only got 1 out of 10 who are really making, life easy. Another 2 out of 10 who are doing a pretty good job, and with a little bit of help, a bit of guidance, could maybe move into that top section, and not far away from dropping into the 7 out of 10. So guys, you cannot continue. Carry 4. Listen, I wish it was only 4 out of 10. The facts are, and this is nationally, figures from the NHF over the last few years show that 3 out of 5 salons close within 5 years and 8 out of 10 in 10 years. So my figures are pretty much in that kind of remit as well. It just means basically that most salons are making a loss, which is why, and for anyone coming on my workshop, you'll have this drilled into you from morning till night, which is why you must not use your competition as your price guides. Who out there is using their competition as their price guide? Do you really want to use a salon 2 doors away as your price guide when there's a 7 out of 10 chance, a 70% chance that they've got them wrong, that they're making a loss? It makes no sense at all, does it? Okay, so you've got to really kind of focus on this pricing. Now, the retailing, the reason I asked that question is because this 7 out of 10 salons that are break even or making a loss are also the same salons that don't make any money and will not sell retail products. When I say will not sell, will not actively sell. If the client asks them, can I have a shampoo? They go, yeah, okay. Okay, or may I have, some vouchers? Yeah, all right, yeah, there we go, there's 2 vouchers. 7 out of 10 salons would rather close down, because that's what you're heading into, guys. If you're one of those 7 out of 10, now there's a good chance, because you're on here, you're listening, you're talking to me, there's a good chance that you're in that top 30%, if you like, because the 7 out of 10 are probably sat at home watching whatever's on TV on a Wednesday night. I have no idea, because I'm always here with you lot. So retailing is one of the most easiest ways to increase your customer service beyond all of your competition, get much easier sales and profitability, and increase your marketing. You would be crazy to not retail if you're in that 7 out of 10. In fact, if you're in the 10 out of 10, you would be mad not to retail. It is money that is sat there waiting for you to take home, waiting for you to take on holiday, waiting for you to take to your new fast car. You would be insane if you haven't got a grip on your retailing. Do anybody want to ask any retailing questions? If you want to, you can. Anything on credit cards, anything on Christmas. Okay, anything on Christmas. I won't give you away too much, but we've got the workshop coming up. Michael Holm, thank you, sir, for joining me tonight. I know you're a very busy man. If anybody wants to phone in, it's Carl Hinder, business coach with Salon Help, Quick Coach TV, 07931 518 642. You can speak to me now. I've got my phone ready, waiting. It's here. Phone me now. I'm happy to speak to you guys. If you're shy, you look like a shy bunch this week, please put a message up. I'll do my best to answer it. Now, whilst we're waiting for questions, I've got any more questions. Simon, I've set up an Instagram and Facebook store and Shopify store. No sales just yet. So these are all online sales, Simon. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be expecting any time soon. Okay, you're going to have the odd straggler. The retail sale has got to happen face to face. It's a personal experience. People are coming to have their hair done. They're getting the experience there and then. The only people you're going to pick up is possibly someone who needs to top up, who's been through the experience of buying it in the salon in the first place, or some random person who comes across your site. You're wasting your time. You need to concentrate on the people in your business. If you're having 10 people in your business every day, Simon, 4 of them should be going with a product, at least one product. You're not going to do 4 a day on the internet with just basic salon products. If you do, I'll come and find out how you're doing it, because I will really kind of like to adopt that for other salons. When I had my salons, yes, we had a website. Did we sell some products? Yes. Did we actually manage to sell them to people who were existing? Yes. And did we sell them to strangers? Yes. But the website, the digital market is now so massive, you're not really competing. It's just a facility to pick up dregs. The business has to come from the face-to-face. We have got to ask the client, do you want this product? Okay, or which of these products would you like? In a survey I've done about 2 years ago now, because I've been saying this for a long time, 100 people were asked, okay, why don't you buy products? 80% of them said, we've never been asked, okay? And 35%, I think it was, said, of that 80%, who said that they would buy if you just ask them. Okay, so number one way to sell a product is just ask them, guys. Just ask them, would you like this product today? How many would you like of this product today? Any advice? Yes, I'll just give you the advice. Simon, you're wasting your time. Okay, Isabel, not at all. I'm a salon of mine and a staff of my staff. I know my costs. I know my margins. I know my vision. I've priced accordingly. Isabel, do you know what? I kind of expected that from you. Okay. You just get a feeling about some people. And I'm not disappointed. I'm very happy. And I just want everyone to be like that. I just want everyone to have the right prices. Because you know what? There's no point asking me for a marketing plan. There's no point asking me on here, how do I sell more, massages, Carl? Well, I can tell you, honestly, I could give you 5 ideas on how to sell more massages. But if you were selling them 25% under your costs, I'm just causing you more problems. I'm just making you lose 25% every time. Look, we're wasting time, guys. You must get your prices absolutely right. What percentage of staff turnover should be done in retail? Okay, Sean, I don't do retail as a percentage of turnover. Do retail as a percentage of your clients coming in. If you have 10 clients coming in, it depends on your business. Some businesses can do a lot, but every business can do at least 40%. The reason that I measure it like that is because I want to measure customer service levels using that figure. I don't actually want to measure the financials, because if you say to someone, you've got to hit £100 in retail this week and they only got one client, that poor client's going to get a hammering. All right. You've got to sell to 4 out of 10 every single day of your life. Every 10 people have to have, maybe today you're going to sell 10 out of 10 and maybe tomorrow it's none. But over a week, we want 40% of your people, of your clients, to buy a product. That tells me that you and your staff are interested in the client and you're interested in customer service. You're taking it seriously. Why are these clients going home with colored hair and no colored shampoo? Where's the customer service, guys? I don't understand. Okay, so Cheryl, I had a lady in today having a £75 service. She ended up paying £140 after adding retail. Cheryl, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Isn't it? I bet you. Tell me on here, did you feel fantastic or did you feel like a fraud and a rip-off merchant? I know already. I'd type it in for you if I could. You felt absolutely fantastic because you knew, A, you got more money in your till because you're there. That's your business. But secondly, you knew this client is going to benefit from your advice. Wow, isn't that fantastic? Do you know what? Why do you think I enjoy doing this? If I watch 2 or 3 of you take my advice and you benefit, I feel fantastic as well. Should have asked before I set it up. Simon, that's why you should get yourself a business coach, because you're going to have to learn from your own mistakes. If you don't, if not, you get a business coach, you learn from their mistakes. All the money they wasted making all these mistakes. And these business coaches are in and out of salons. They see what works and doesn't work and the majority of the time. So it's not a waste of time, but it probably is not the best use of your labor facilities, and I can't see it really taking off. I'd like to be wrong. I'm probably not. We have a strong retail. Rosanna, I'm so good. So if you're over 40%, Rosanna, that's good. I do know salons, not many, that can peak at around 70%, but they are super focused. And don't forget, you all have different kind of demographics as well. But to be honest with you, the area you live in, the prices you charge don't matter. Because it doesn't matter if you're having a £10 man's cut, they still need the right wax or gel to make that £10 cut look good tomorrow. It doesn't matter if it's a £500 color cut and blow dry, balayage, whatever it is, they still need the products to be looking good tomorrow. It doesn't matter, guys. It's all pro rata. Cheryl, of course you felt amazing. I feel amazing when people listen to me and take my advice. No offense, Simon. That's I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but you know where I am. Okay, Cheryl, I've done her hair for 14 years. She trusts me and love that. Do you know what? That is one of the key things. People are not buying products off you. You know, people are coming to you because of you. I'm not talking to you, Cheryl. I'm talking to you all. I'm talking about us all. Okay, when we're in a salon, they come to us because of us, because we are fantastic at coloring, fantastic at cutting, fantastic at massaging. We have great personalities. We look after them. We love them. That's why they come to us. And that's why you, and I'm not talking to anyone on the board, you are wrong when you think you can't put your prices up. You can put your prices up because they're not coming to you because of your price. They're coming to you because of you. Okay, now you can't go from £20 to £200 on a cut. They will disappear. Okay, but you can put your prices up. They're coming for you. It's having that confidence. It's having that belief. Okay, this is Quick Coach TV. This is Wednesday night from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. We run it this late in the evening because we do have people usually from New Zealand, USA, Australia, all tuning in. I haven't seen any of the guys up on here tonight, but there are some new people on the board, and I really appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be here every week. If you want to share this with other people, I would encourage you. You don't have to keep this to yourself, guys. I'm going to be here. The more salons we can help, the better. I just want salons to be more successful, and so many have only got to take simple steps to do it. Okay, lots of salons out there have really miserable lives. Salon owners have miserable lives because they don't have enough money. They're losing staff all the time because they can't afford to pay them and train them. There are some simple steps, but let me tell you something now. I've never met a salon, I've never found a salon that couldn't be successful. I've met plenty of salon owners who don't want to be successful. So if you're not committed, if you don't want to go forward, if you don't want to achieve, honestly, nothing I say will ever make a difference. Okay, what else we got? We have got 10 minutes left, guys. You can phone in 07931 518 642 or keep those messages going. Anybody going up to Olympia this weekend? If anyone is, if you'd like to catch up, meet up, coffee, lunch or dinner, please send me a message. You got my number there, 07931 518 642. If you're up there, happy said to meet up with you, please stop me. Please talk to me. Please just say hi, shake a hand, get a business card off me. I'm up there from Saturday afternoon, all Saturday night, all through Sunday. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. And I'm there all day Monday until 5 or 6 o'clock, okay? Plenty of time to catch up. So if you're on the beauty sector side of things, I'm going to be there for basically 2.5 days. I'm there to talk, help, chat, just see how you're going. Okay, do we need to share this with more people? We need to get it out there, guys. Quick Coach TV is there for everyone. Now, I don't understand this. I don't understand when there's a free facility, when there's free coaching, when there's free content, why people don't flood to it. Okay, this is here every week. Please tell people it's free. It's there for them. There's no point them struggling when someone can give them some shortcuts. I can't coach you in 1 hour, but I can maybe inspire you, change direction, or just prove that you're doing the right thing. Either way, I'm here every Wednesday. Come on, guys, let's get some questions on you. Johnny Cox, guarantee, if you give Carl a lap on this, a tap, you don't give me a lap, a tap on the shoulder, he will make time for you. Thank you, Johnny. I absolutely will, for every single person. I'm also at Salon International the week after. Same goes, okay? I'm going to be at a couple of the events on that weekend, but when I'm out and about, you just got to tap me on the shoulder, coffee, chat. If you don't want to talk to me, that's okay as well. At least tell me who you are. It's so difficult. You get to see my smiling face on video 2 or 3 times a week. I only get to see a little pixel size this much every single week. Listen, guys, we've got 5, 6, 7 minutes left. What do you want to talk about? I've done retail. I've done Christmas. We've done cards. Sales. Let's talk about sales. What is the lifeblood of your business? Let me tell you something I don't want you to do. Who likes this? Who doesn't like this? Do not control your costs. Okay, how's that for a statement from a coach? Okay, plus I should say don't focus solely on your costs. You have to control your costs. Don't focus solely on them. I hear people saying I can improve my business by controlling my costs. You can only do that by controlling them once. Let's say today we sit down, we go through all your costs, we cut them all back, electric, water, gas, change color tubes, whatever it is, change eyelash suppliers, change. That's only going to last once. Within a few months, your costs are going to start growing again, okay? The same problems are going to come back. You need to focus on sales, okay? Control your costs and then focus on sales. What is stopping you? Tell me now tonight. What is stopping you from increasing your sales? I know the answer. It's absolutely nothing, okay? But you tell me that I'm wrong. Who can tell me tonight that sales are a problem for them and tell me why? Okay, come on, guys. What we got? Sean, I've been watching your videos for the last 2 days. Thank you for the inspiration, especially for the 3 times taken. Sean, you're welcome to that. You're welcome to any other videos. If there's anything you specifically want for yourself, it will go broadcast widely. It goes out on a Monday. If there's something for your business that I've forgotten, just ask. I'll get that done for you within a couple of Mondays. I actually designed that for another salon to actually show their staff that really it's about 3.5, 4 times the wage before the business starts to make some money. So it's handy for salon owners and managers to really understand. But go ahead, everyone, go and see the 3 times video on YouTube and show it to your team. They'll start to understand the reality of what they have to achieve. So everyone who was asking earlier about how do I get my team involved, I told you performance management. Until you get them to take the money, first of all through target setting and later on through motivating them, then you're not going to make any money. Sean, that's really kind. I'm glad you've been watching all my stuff. You're going to find me all the time, Sean. I'm going to be here every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Okay, guys, we got 6 minutes left. Please share this with people. Please tell people what's going on. Tell them that I'm out here. Tell them that I'm just trying to help. If you want to do a private video after this, I promise I won't be going this fast. I promise I won't be shouting. I promise I'll be very, very calm. I'm more than happy. Just send me a message. We'll set up a quick chat later on. I'm on till midnight tonight. Okay, so my name's Carl Hinder, business coach with Salon Help. You can see that. It's on my banners. It's everywhere we go. This is called Quick Coach TV. It's set up to inspire, to motivate, to direct, to answer a couple of questions, and for you guys to start thinking about your business in much more detail. You got a business probably that could take 2 or 3 times the amount of money it's taken already. If you are committed to it, absolutely guarantee that can be done. Okay. I guarantee that every single business that's on you tonight can take more money. If you want me to show you how to do that, no problem. Debbie Taylor, oh, thank you, Michael, for getting someone else involved. Listen, guys, we've got 5 more minutes. What else do we want to do? Let's talk about Olympia then. Who's going to Olympia? Who's going to Salon? What is it? Salon International the week after. What I want to know from you then, if you don't want to talk about anything else, is are you going? If you are, please come and see me, or please tap me, please phone me, 07931 518642. If you're not going and you never go, why don't you ever go? Why do you think it's not important to find out about what's going on in the industry? Why do you think it's not important to network with suppliers? Why do you think it's not important to maybe network with some of the best salon owners in the country? I think it's really important. I go to absolutely every single big event in the UK. Okay, I don't think I've missed any this year unless they've clashed, like one up north and one down south. I'm at the mall. I'm talking to you guys. I'm actually networking. Okay, so we've got a phone in. Oh, this should be interesting. Good evening, Louise.
What's interesting?
Well, you're on live on air at the moment on Quick Coach TV. Do you have any questions for the group? Have you been following me this evening?
I haven't got a question at the moment. It's very quick.
Shall I catch you back after the show?
Yeah, call me back.
Great. Okay, thank you. Good night. Okay, guys, so that's we did have a caller. It just shows that it does work. She didn't have any questions. I'll call her back after the show. I happen to know who that person is. So here we go. 3 minutes left, guys. What we got here? Rosanna, do you think you can make a clinic successful by not physically working in it? I have 3 children and I struggle with time. And when I'm not at the clinic, I notice it does not do so well. The answer, okay, not working in it at all. Right. So the important thing here, I'm going to run over my 30 minutes because my 21:30 just answering this. I don't think you will actually ever make a success of it if you haven't got time to work on your business, and you're going to have to be in it at least some of the time. You're still going to have to direct them, motivate them, check standards. Okay, you're still going to have to manage them and monitor them. It's more important, though, to be working on your business. Okay, so if you got a 5-day week that you can spend working on your marketing plan, working on your social media in detail, working on your personal development, whether that's, reading books, whether that's going on courses, whether you're using that time to train your staff, if you've got that time to spend on your business, absolutely can be done. You never need to do another day's work behind a chair or on a nail table or on a massage table. Can you run a business, a big, successful business from home on a long-term period? I don't think you can. Unless you've got one of the most amazing managers in the whole world, in which case they're probably running their type of business and not your type of business. I don't think you can do that. Even for the biggest companies, as you probably know, or most you should know by now, if you research me, I used to work for big companies like Asda's, Sainsbury's, B&Q, all that sort of stuff. Of course, we had store managers, we had area managers, but the directors still came to those branches from time to time, a couple of times a year. They come to check, keep their finger on the pulse, see what the operations are like, okay? So the answer is, if you're saying, can I full-time never ever be there again? With employed staff, I would say absolutely not. Could you actually maybe rent it out to a good salon manager? Then maybe you can get money coming in that way. But if you want it run as you would like it run, to the standards that you would like, spending no time in that business whatsoever, Rosanna, my personal opinion on this is absolutely not. If you want a successful business, guys, anybody who's watching this now, you need to dedicate every moment of your living life to it. Okay, and having 3 children isn't going to make that easy. That doesn't mean you can't do it because of the children or the family, but they all need to be behind you. You're going to have to give up other things. You're not going to be able to go to every single school, rugby game or every single school sports day. You're not going to be able to watch TV. Have you given up TV, Rosanna? I would have thought if you're working all day and you've got 3 children, you're probably feeling a bit tired, but you're going to have to make other sacrifices. You've got a dog, get rid of the dog. You haven't got time to walk that and run a business. You haven't got time to watch TV. You may as well get rid of that as well. So you've got to make some choices. But to answer your question, in short, can you run that business without ever going there? Absolutely no way, Jose, if you want to make some money. Okay, guys, do we have any more questions? Okay, Cheryl, I'm glad you like that. Right then, guys, so don't forget, we have an online course for selling products. Okay, we have a book that's available on Amazon called Salon Products, Sell or Die Not Trying. We have a seminar, down in Cardiff on October the 14th, and you can get hold of me here anytime you want. I'm available all day on Wednesdays, and I'm available tonight until midnight. I hope you like what I'm doing. I hope I'm being sort of inspirational. I'm helping out. I will always tell you the truth, guys. I'll always tell you straight as well. So those of you that like me, will enjoy my coaching. Those of you that don't like being straight talked won't enjoy what I'm saying. I'll be back here next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. British Summer Time. Please spread the word. Please tell everyone. Please have a fabulous, fabulous week. Okay, guys, have a great time. There's no more questions. That's it.